even his own chat is bullying him here. Like I've always said, if he wasn't a streamer, he would probably be a professional swirly victim. Like, his face would know the inside of a toilet bowl better than anyone else on the planet. This guy is so unlikable and insufferable. So he's trying to say that this whole thing was just supposed to be a Q&A where he sits in his car and Squeeze only goes 10 over the speed limit. I highly doubt that's what was agreed upon. Squeeze is addicted to attention, so he has done an interview before, and even in that interview, he does something similar to what he did with Neon here. Granted, to a lesser degree with the other interviewer, because obviously the other guy is taken more seriously than someone as pathetic as Neon. But still, there's no way Neon went into this not expecting to get into high-speed, illegal shenanigans. That must have been the entire point of doing this. Why would you just interview him again after he was just interviewed by somebody else? Like, it wouldn't make any sense. And Neon is not an interviewer. He's not in anything. Neon is the human nothing burger. So the only thing that he could have possibly concocted here for his stream is to excite them with Squeeze driving recklessly as Neon screams like a bitch in the passenger seat. That had to be the entire purpose behind it, not some kind of fucking Q&A with Neon at the helm. That sounds like the biggest snooze fest of all time, and he knows that. He knows that he is uninteresting. So he would have absolutely said to Squeeze, let's just go on one of your stupid joyrides for the stream. That's what I think, and this is Neon trying to cover his own ass since he was literally involved in a hit and run. So he was probably afraid of some repercussions from this, especially since it was streamed on his channel, and it seems like he organized this whole event here. I highly doubt it was ever just supposed to be a very calm Q&A with the most dangerous driver in New York. Neon sucks. Like, he would not broadcast him doing some kind of Q&A format. That is so boring. I would rather listen to a 2-hour audiobook lecture on the Krebs cycle than ever listen to Neon interview someone. And I know his fans feel the same way. Like, his viewbots, they don't really care. They're going to be there regardless because Neon's paying for them. But the ones that actually watch him are like the perpetual jingling keys addicted children. And they are not going to just watch a dumb Q&A with Neon. So he would have absolutely said, just go crazy and I'll stream it. That's what I think. Even before the hit and run, this just seems unwatchable. Who wants to listen to him speak the mic through squealing the entire time?
Exactly.
I just find this entire activity of driving recklessly on the interstate super fucking cringe. I can always appreciate talented driving, but that's not this. This trend of douchebags just driving extremely fast on the interstate and weaving between cars cutting up is not impressive. Like, I don't think there's anything impressive about that at all. My fucking grandmother used to do that when I was a kid, and I hated it then too. She used to cruise around on the interstate taking me to Perkins in her 1978 Chevrolet ass tutor or whatever, and she'd do this, and there was nothing cool about it. My grandmother used to do this, and it wasn't cool then either, but now all of a sudden there's a lot of people that think it is, I guess, because it's becoming somewhat popular. This shit sucks. All you're doing is putting your life and everyone else's life at risk for nothing, literally nothing. I did do a bit of a deep dive on Squeeze's game. He does seem to be a pretty talented driver, especially when it comes to drifting. But all he uses it for is this illegal criminal shit and putting people's lives on the line for nothing. Why not actually do something cool with that ability? Why use it for this garbage? It's fucking frustrating. It's infuriating. And the best case scenario is when Squeeze inevitably does crash doing some of this content, he doesn't take anyone else with him. But yeah, anyway, just wanted to talk about this a little bit. Another classic kick crime. That's it. So yeah. this Ouroboros of whining. It's become a somewhat heated discussion on Twitter about negative reviews sinking companies and how it's morally wrong to do so, which I never thought I'd see the day where you have random people being these corpo, like, PR punching bags where they will fight their battles online. So even when a product is objectively horrible, these barnacle-brained weirdos will come out of the woodwork to try and shame you for putting out something bad. How could you say that this product from multi-billion-dollar company is not good? What do you do? It's gonna get better, obviously. Just buy it and be happy. What do you do? You're pushing people away from buying it. Think about the people that worked hard on this. No, just go buy it. Buy it, consume, and be happy. How could you possibly say it's bad? That kind of thing is so infuriating. It's like, it's weird to be at this point where people feel like an allegiance to companies, so much so that they will actually make their whole identity around it and fighting for their honor, as if it's their profession. Like, we see it a lot in gaming, like Xbox fans and Sony fans fucking constantly waging war against each other. But even outside of those two lunch tables throwing tomatoes at each other, it's become huge in the tech sector, specifically with AI. So, I think most of you know what I'm talking about here because the biggest topic has been Marquise Brownlee's recent coverage of two awful products. This was the first one, and this was the biggest tweet that blew up and really started the conversation a couple weeks ago. It's about this video posted by Marquise Brownlee about the Humane AI pin, which he calls the worst product he's reviewed so far. It is a pile of shit product, though. It is horrible. And the tweet says, I find it distasteful, almost unethical to say this when you have 18 million subscribers. Hard to explain why, but with great reach comes great responsibility. This goober unironically had the chutzpah to drop a Spider-Man line here, fucking pulling into the sage wisdom of Ben Parker. It's a tech review, dummy. Like, what do you mean? He continues, potentially killing someone's nascent project reeks of carelessness. First, do no harm. Do no harm? He's a tech review channel, not a doctor. What are you talking about? This man's actually shedding tears. Won't somebody think about the billion-dollar corporations? For goodness sakes, for crying out loud. No one cares about the companies anymore. What a world. We used to be a proper society. This man's going on this whole spiel over him giving a scathing review to a trash product. And it is a scathing review, but it's also a super fair one. The whole point of reviews is to educate the audience on the product so they can make an informed decision on whether or not that's worth their hard-earned money. And in the case of the AI pin, the Humane AI pin, the answer is a resounding no from anyone with a functioning frontal lobe. It's garbage. It's fucking fish paste. Those that don't know, the Humane AI pin is an AI assistant that you snap onto your shirt and you can like ask it questions, but it has such limited features and it's not good at anything it does. It turbo sucks. It's also abominably slow, so if you ask it a question, there's a good chance it gets it wrong, A, and it also takes a long time to even give you an answer. You're probably better off writing your question down on a piece of paper and mailing it in to the authorities to have them mail back the answer, because it'd probably get there faster than the Humane AI pin will be able to find it for you. It is just worthless. It's like if you slapped on Microsoft Clippy from the early 2000s, but at least Clippy had a fun personality and was goofy to mess around with. This thing is just a $700 headache. It is only useful in a world where smartphones didn't exist. Your phone does everything the Humane AI pin is supposed to do better. So there's just no reason why you would ever buy one. And Marquise Brownlee points out all the shortcomings and says it's just a bad product overall that doesn't really do anything that makes it worth the price. And this guy has a conniption about it for some reason, and he starts fighting about the morality of giving a bad review because it's going to hurt the company. Well, you know what hurts the company more than a bad review? It's a bad product. So just make a better product. It's a pile of shit. They should deserve to have bad reviews. That's
a pile of shit.
But that whole negative drama got so big on Twitter that Marquise Brownlee even made a response to it called "Do Bad Reviews Kill Companies?" And it's a really great response. I thought this would bury the conversation, but how wrong I was. I underestimated the brain rot on Twitter because Marquise Brownlee posted another video recently, which, again, tears into another bad product called Rabbit. And, again, Twitter did what it does best. It enters into the fucking stupid loony bin here. It pulls out the same tape about negative reviews sinking companies. I saw quite a few tweets on this video. Marquise Brownlee called the Rabbit R1 barely reviewable, and AI Bros blew a gasket. They were off their gourd with anger, but this tweet was the one most people saw, and also the one Marquise Brownlee himself replied to. It says if Marquise Brownlee decided his initial videos were barely reviewable instead of posting and iterating, would he be where he is today? Basically, his point is, if people had, shut him down early on without giving him a chance to grow better, he wouldn't be where he is today. The negative reviews would have sank him before he ever became the superstar he is today. Which is a fucking stupid take, and it's exactly what Marquise Brownlee points out. Good thing I've never charged anybody for those videos. These products he's reviewing aren't free. The Rabbit R1 is $200. The Humane AI pen is $700 and subscription. These are expensive products. They need to be reviewed and under intense scrutiny to see if it's worth buying from people. It's not the same as a child making YouTube videos that are completely accessible for free. You can't compare these two things. And I also hate this mentality of, it's going to get better. You're trying to shut them down before they ever even improve on their design. Improve the design and then release it. How about that? Why not just release it when it's fully done? Why charge hundreds of dollars for basically the beta? Just to be first to the market. And then you just have to pay that upfront cost and hope that it gets better down the line. We see this shit all the time in gaming, and now we're seeing a lot in tech, where everyone's in this gold rush to be the first to the AI products. So everyone's releasing these half-baked, incomplete piles of steaming poop, and expecting you to pay hundreds of dollars for it, and the AI bros are defending it like, yeah, it's just going to get better. So just buy it now because it's going to get better. Why are you trying to review it right now? He's reviewing it right now because you're paying for it right now. It's not a hard concept to grasp. In gaming, we see this all the time where you're getting charged $70 for an early access game, and then the community will get mad at you if you start saying damn, this is terrible, it's completely non-functional. You'll have a huge hoopla. Oh, what do you expect? It's early access. How could you possibly say that? It's just going to get better. It's the beta. This is 1984. It is accurate. It's going to get better until early access. I mean, you paid $70 for it. You have a complete right to say, hey, this sucks. I can't play it. You paid money for it. It doesn't matter if it gets better down the line. Maybe. It's not like you're paying $70 for this idea in the future. You paid $70 now. And if it's bad, you can say that, and you can point out all of its shortcomings. It's a super easy concept to grasp. If you don't want people to point out problems on an incomplete product, then don't charge for the incomplete product. Wait until it's ready and fully, complete for it then. It's so weird that we're devolving here where negative reviews are the devil. How could you possibly leave a negative review knowing that in the future it's going to be good? All you're doing is discouraging them from pushing forward and making this perfect product. I can't believe you would do something like this, you cruel, soulless bastard. You didn't even stop to consider the feelings of the company when you said those hurtful things about their product. It's just really frustrating. Reviews like Marquise Brownlee's are extremely important. When you're dealing with things that cost hundreds of dollars from companies that are going to do their best to mislead you on the product, you need to know what the truth is. So having reviewers like Marquise Brownlee cut through all the bullshit and just give you the cold hard facts about everything is invaluable. I don't know why people would actually want a world where all you can say is the most mushy-gushy nice things about everything. It's only positive reviews. That's not helpful to anybody at all, except the companies. But anyway, I guess this is the new norm now, where anytime Marquise Brownlee makes a negative review on a product, you'll have Twitter melting down about how he's executed another company. But the main thing that kills companies is bad products. So if you don't make something shitty, Marquise Brownlee won't be leaving a negative review on it. He's the most fair reviewer I've seen in quite a long time. So I think the best way to avoid this problem as a company would be to stop making dog shit. But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to rant about this a bit. That's it. So yeah.
That shit's fucked.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Cold Ones. And also our guest today, a ranger, an American, a Twitch streamer. First,
no, he didn't even show his ring. Oh wait, yeah, he does.
I'm so let's say morning, 1995, perfectly wrapped in a dry. Dig it out because
okay, so it's a lot of
medically used.
So he has one gross corner. That doesn't hold a candle to XQC and Asmon. So he has a little shit in there, which it seems like he would clean. That's not, like, that's just one of those things. Mitch Jones had actual piss bottles. True, Mitch Jones' room I heard was miserable back in the day. Let's see. Nick, Melina, and Maya clean Mitch's room.
Hey, yeah. So, you know, we really like. Okay.
This is nothing. This is nothing compared to the others.
That was just a taste.
You got like clothes lying around, I guess, and maybe a Dorito dust, but yeah, that's nothing. I know all about the piss jug stuff, but I guess his actual room isn't super dirty. Thanks to the resub lunchbox. I already looked at Asmon's lair. You know, I know all about the 4chan battle stations. That's how we ended up in this rabbit hole. I'm asking about streamers in particular. I think the Prime Captain Obvious. Anomaly has an insane one.
Keep your distance.
I'm a hoarder.
This
Hell.
burden is mine to bear. May death bring peace from your madness, Leon.
So, here's my
Survey here. Hoarding's the right word for it. It's not filthy. This looks like sealed products. Mostly. So this is just a lot of clutter. Which is quite dirty. Okay, this side's a lot worse. Okay, so Domino's pizza box. A massage chair flipped upside down. I don't know. Some weird fucking apparatus to sit in. This is a
Some
room
big
uniform. I don't know what that's there for. I guess they shook him down for his clothes to throw him out for fun. Some shoes, water bottles, empty bottles. A lot of boxes. It seems like most of it's contained, though.
Oh my god. It's not as much dirty. When I think dirty, I think about dust and stuff.
Yeah.
This is not this.
Treadmill. Yeah, I mean, he's right. It's not like dirty, it's just a lot of clutter. Like a lot of useless shit they're never going to use, just hoarding. Which is still a nuisance, but it's not like revolting. No one's going to come in here and like puke like they would if they went to XQC's room or Jägermeister's or Asmon's. This is just one of those things where it's like, oh, what a headache.
What?
It's dirty, it's just so much shit. So, this is gonna be.
So much shit.
Or Jägermeister's or Asmon's. This is just one of those things where it's like, oh, what a headache.
It's dirty, it's just so much shit. So, this is gonna be, I think, less of a cleaning, more of a throwing shit away. This is literally.
More of a throwing shit away.
The TV show? A lot of it. This is going to be, I think, less of a cleaning, more of a throwing shit away. This is literally, Papa. Have you seen Hoarders, the TV show? A lot of it's from.
I like that answer.
You can see, for example, me and Papa, we eat some pizza, some Domino's. We eat a lot of pizza, actually. So there's a lot of shit out here. You will see that this is the area that used to look very nice. I'll try to get the same angle. It used to look like this. But now it looks like this. So if we're...
Yeah, again, it's not like gross. It's just full of shit. What are these? Official trading cards. But why? Was it like an investment gone wrong? Pokemon cards are blowing up, so why not these? The streaming room's pretty clean. Oh, never mind. I didn't even see all this down here. Okay, so this is less hoarding. This is less like hoarding clutter and more human waste. So a lot of food and drink shit. This is like a carton of milk.
Ugh.
That's hype.
Yeah.
Oh, another carton of milk. Okay, alright, now we're getting somewhere.
In here, there is everything from hella G Fuel cans to shoes to plates to
Okay, yeah.
shoes and there's the Pepe the Frog.
So his spot is pretty gross.
There's a lot of trash in here, Papa, that we are going to have to clean. Also, these boxes you see that look somewhat like stackable, like they make sense.
Yeah.
Do you know what they are?
No?
They are Hard Rock Cafe boxes because me and Linda and you, we used to eat a lot of Hard Rock. We get these boxes and then we just store shit in them.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? Why would you do that though? Yeah, I love Olive Garden, so I'll get takeout and I'll keep the box. Just in case I ever need it. That's such a weird thought process. Like, it's nice to have boxes, I guess, but why tiny Hard Rock boxes? Just get yourself like an actual box. Either you said Mr. Mustache, Adam Frozen, and they give some edible.
Yes, yeah. And then just looking into some of these cabinets, like look in here, Papa.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Just Lego. So,
What the? His closet's fucking awesome. Alright. It's not just Lego, by the way. You have Connects right here. So don't disrespect Connects. I used to love Connects. So, what? But why? He doesn't build them. He just collects the Lego boxes. I guess just for fun? Like, just to hoard all the Legos so kids can't have them? Just as a fuck you?
this is just Lego. So much Lego. So we'll keep moving into the apartment. Here's the toilet.
So you can resell? So you can resell? Is there a market for, like, repackaged Legos or, like, third-party Lego vendors? Why would anyone do that? I guess to save money. But if you're saving money, then the person who's giving you the Legos is losing money. So it's not really a business. Oh, they stopped making certain kits. Oh, okay, so for, like, rare Legos. Like the Lego black market. Okay.
One of them. This is. I don't know why Papa do shit though. This is your toilet. Look how many shit.
What the fuck is that?
Shake here as well. Moving further.
Alright, so his dad is definitely the grossing one here. The man just piles up toilet paper rolls and a milkshake. You can't even use this sink. Alright, so this one's pretty gross. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. This is yucky.
This is your toilet. Look how many shit it is. Why is there a fucking milkshake here as well? Then moving further into the apartment, here we have my, this is my wardrobe. And here in my wardrobe,
That's not bad.
there is a lot of shit. There's a lot of shoe boxes.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
That I don't wear. And here is old candy.
Jesus, I'm sorry to hear that, Evil. Hope you're alright.
Wow, it's very old,
Yeah,
very
man.
old, yeah? I think I bought them when I moved here.
You don't have to finish it. You can spit it out.
There's CS cards here in my closet.
Looking for an affordable statement piece? And Vinted, you can browse.
I mentioned this a couple weeks ago, but I've recently been on this quest to discover the worst dance moves the human body is capable of producing. And I've been doing a combination of researching already established horrible maneuvers and also cooking up my own. Now, the reason I look up some moves is to draw inspiration from them, so things like the classic Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, hot dog type dance, things like that. Like, those aren't really the moves that I'm proud of. The moves that I find great joy in are the moves that I myself create. I want to find the ultimate move that is so bad it's like the brown note, where you hear it, you shit. My move is, you'd see it, you puke. It needs to be something that's so incomprehensibly fucking atrocious that it's like an SCP, where a single glance at me busting out this technique is enough to induce illness. So I've been making great strides in this department, at least I like to feel as though I have. I'll take you in the workshop real quick to show you a prototype that I've been crafting. So it's a combination move. So it starts with something I call the Babadook.
too low on
And
discipline.
then it transitions into that move Tampa's Whip does in the delicate music video. So you know why stance hidden with this. You can even start to gallop with it if you want. I think that was kind of hard. I've only used that once in public. I thought it was pretty solid, but the point of this video isn't just to showcase some bad moves I've been working on. It's to already admit defeat, because I think JoJo Siwa has created the worst possible move so far, and I'm going to have to work extremely hard to somehow beat what she came up with. So I'm actually pretty upset, unironically pretty upset, that JoJo Siwa's Karma's a Bitch move, or whatever, is so bad. I was talking about it and kind of ranting on stream, so I'll just play the clip so you can see the dance. JoJo Siwa is a bad girl now. That's a really weird way of saying that, but yeah, JoJo Siwa was rebranded into, like, edgy, and you just reminded me. I saw a clip of her that someone made, which is a montage of her signature dance move for Karma's a Bitch, and it made me so jealous that I didn't think of this dance move first. It is one of the most revolting dance moves I've ever seen. I need to show you guys this. As you all know, I've been on a quest to find the ultimate worst dance moves the human body is capable of producing, but unfortunately, I think JoJo Siwa beat me. I don't know if I'll be able to make something as bad as this. And I'm actually pretty upset. Like, unironically, it makes me pretty upset, because I can't just take this from her. I don't want to get DMCA'd, so I can't turn on the music. But it, like, looks like an emote that you'd spam in RuneScape or something. It, you know, fucking, like, Falador. It's so awful. And I didn't think of it. Hey man, she's a professional dancer. Well, I know, and that's how she was able to come up with this, no doubt. She took everything she learned about dancing and threw it out the window. Like, this is actual caveman glitching. Like, I've got some good ones, don't get me wrong, but I don't think any of my bad dance moves compete with this. Like, I used this at a club. Someone's probably calling the paramedics thinking I'm seizing. Please do the dance. I'm not gonna do the fucking dance. I didn't make it, so I'm not gonna do it. And she'd probably copyright strike me anyway. You must master this technique. No, it's not mine. Why would I do that? All of my bad dance moves are homebrews. Also, I probably fucking hurt myself on this, to be fair. Like, the way she throws her head like that, there's no way that's good for her neck. Bro thinks he created shuffling. That's not a bad dance move. What do you guys say? Shuffling is a good dance move that I've been mastering. My bad dance move, like the where's my hug at? These, every time I do that, my beat pops. These are Charles White originals. When it comes to bad dance moves, I don't try and emulate. I innovate. So I'm not going to try and learn this. It's worthless. I think she just dances very aggressively. Well, yeah, she dances like she's fighting, I don't know.
Not enough discipline.
Like, I need to try and channel some energy like that and find something equally as bad, but I don't think I'll be able to. She's parrying. True. If you want an amazing dance, there's Elaine's dance from Seinfeld. What was Elaine's dance? I don't remember that one. No. This one's too self-aware. I need dance moves that are just shitty enough that it's convincing to people that think I'm trying to dance. This one's too clear. Like, the closest I get with bad dance moves to being, like, self-aware bad is I do this one sometimes at the club. Which is kind of like the old man boogie. So I'll do this one sometimes. But I wouldn't do something that obvious. Yeah, it's kind of like a pseudo jitterbug that I'll break out. Life alert shuffle. yeah, that's the one. You do the Club Penguin dance, and now you should practice it and show us one day. I don't do the Club Penguin dance, but I do the Habbo Hotel sometimes. I don't remember the Club Penguin one that well, but I like the Habbo Hotel one if the BPM's high enough at the club. I will say, when I do, like, actually dance, though, and, like, I'll bust out the shuffling sometime, there's one guy at one of the clubs that I go to, and he's there pretty often, and I remember one time I was shuffling, and he's like, no, that's not how you do it, that's how you do it. That's definitely fucking ballistic. And I was really jealous because it was so hideous that I was blown away. And I really wanted him to teach me. I just didn't have the balls. I was like, hey, thanks for showing me, man. How old was he? He was like probably mid-40s, I think, ish. He's no spring chicken. You know, I'm still trying to innovate on more dance moves. I still stay in the lab cooking. And this is, I mean, admittedly has inspired me more to find even more creative dance moves. So, it's kind of like, I just keep thinking of things to compare it to. It's kind of like in the old PlayStation 1 Final Fantasy games after you complete a battle and it starts playing the music and all the characters
Yeah.
have like celebration, but the frame rate's super low and the polys are all fucked up so it looks really jittery.
That is so what it is,
He
actually.
really did
He knew this
fucking
corruption
trash
would
move.
eventually
It's really
destroy the
upsetting.
Discipline Church, and that he
That's a
must
really good idea, actually, Davey.
after much prayer,
One of the
Jan hit upon
more
the idea of
dog
an
shit
order of
ideas
crusades.
that we've had. Well, Aaron had it, and I thought it was so good. Aaron pitched the idea like a year ago of us just going to a mall and doing a flash mob. Like, the cringiest shit ever back when flash mobs were popular, just doing it like 12 years too late. And just composed entirely of Aaron and I's bad dance moves. Because Aaron is also a connoisseur of bad moves. So he does some wacky gyrations, and he had this one which he really likes. So his idea was go to the mall and just do the worst flash mob of all time. But no one else wants to do it, so like Matt, Danny, Chase, everyone else shits on it. But I think it's so good. Like, so good. But we can't just do it with me and Aaron. That'd be so much worse. Please remove this dance. You guys just don't understand what the body's capable of. That's just expert control. You're just not ready for it. That's what dancing's all about. Make the thin skivey. You want to see a stupid dance? Just the camp rock dance. Camp rock. I don't know. This one's too like robotic, I guess. This is the one I can see myself doing. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I'd probably just go for like a ham boning approach over that. Ham boning's usually pretty good for revolting moves. Your knees would sound like bubble wrap doing that. What, the camp rock? Why would my knees sound like... What? Why would my knees sound bad doing this? It's like barely even using these. That's what I do, right? Something like that. No one does it like Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal like the JoJo Siwa of action movies. The greatest bad dance I've ever seen was the Happiness Audition dance. Okay, this is pretty good. Wait, this is pretty good. I might actually use this one. Okay, wait, this is too much for me now. Wait, it's too much. This isn't bad at all. It's like a full-blown exorcism. Wait a fucking minute, though. This is inspiring ideas.
The best video you will watch today is on Try This.
Ultimate Bobness. This? 45 minutes is a lot. Which one? Next to the prime revolver. Alright, go ahead!
Oh my ass! Wait, I don't know how to turn anything off.
I don't either, just roll with it.
I don't want to, it won't stop!
Hey, I've never used a bidet, he's never used a bidet. We're gonna test cheap versus expensive ones to see which cleans our bottoms best.
And we got 3 price points. We've got like $35 from Amazon, $115 from Tushy, and $450 for like a Japanese style one that dries and like kisses your ass while you do it. So
Perfect, I can't wait. Alright, so this is my first experience with a bidet. Matt, are you a seasoned veteran?
No, I've actually never used a bidet, and I'm about to go to Europe, so it's about time I figure it out. They love shooting water in their ass there.
So this is the, which model is this that's going to be great?
This is the Tushy. So this is our mid-level model. I think this comes in around $115.
Okay.
You can see there's a nice knob here that goes from... Did you use it?
No. I don't know how sensitive the mics are, but I just ripped some big ass.
You can see there's a nice knob here that goes from... Did you use it? This is the Tushy. So this is our mid-level model. I think this comes in around $115.
Okay.
You can see there's a nice knob here that goes from... Did you use it?
No. I don't know how sensitive the mics are, but I just ripped some big ass. Okay, I'll just trust that this is the right thing.
All right, you wanna rip it?
All right, you're gonna see my eyes light up in the footage.
Are you cranking it to 100?
No, I'm gonna ease into this.
All right, let's go to 50. 50.
All
Here
right.
we go. 50. 50. That's doing nothing.
It's not reaching my ass.
All right, go 100. You go 100.
The pressure was an unexpected surprise. But I guess if you're gonna be like this coupon, you want to do an PSI.
You wanted to get off. I guess you don't just run a little sprint.
Oh, fuck. Okay. So, did you get all the data you needed, or do you need to go back? Well, I'm gonna go in just for some fun, I think.
All right, I'll join you. Oh!
I'm leaning forward a little bit.
Yeah, I'm changing the angle. Yeah. Okay, that's good stuff. That's good stuff.
That's a lot of data. Wow, that's a life change.
From 11-year-olds sitting next to each other at 30, wiping our asses with water.
Yeah, that was cool. So now you have to dry it with toilet paper, I think.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, otherwise your ass is just gonna be like wet.
That's not true.
I don't have anything to compare that to. That was like if I sat on a hose, bare ass.
Yeah, but like with your thumb on the hose?
Yeah.
So like it really was like...
Yeah, I could feel like my anus sphincter like pulsating. Yeah. I didn't know how to deal with like the combatants trying to breach it.
That's a sensation I've never had before. Like you said, there's no data there.
Yeah.
I'm curious how the others are there. And like you said, urine. It's used to clean your ass, so it's got to be good PSI. But it's more than I expected.
Yeah, and as I leaned forward, like really giving an extra boost, being able to ask it was going in.
It was there. If I held it for too long, I was going to be sitting on water. Stop recording.
Yeah, so I guess now that's comfortably the best bidet I've ever seen.
Yeah, same here.
That was a game changer.
Yep.
I was experienced that one.
Not enough
So
discipline.
I can get used to that. I think you have to get used to it. Like first 5 times you're gonna catch it by surprise.
Yeah, well,
Your fear betrays you.
Yeah, but you also have to build those muscles, I think. Otherwise it's just gonna keep like kind of pseudo in and out. Andrew changed my perspective on it. He said, imagine you have poop on your arm. Would you just use toilet paper to get it off, or would you use water? That stinks and soap, actually. And maybe the Japanese will help you with like special soap or something in the mist.
yeah, oh, that was crazy. And then we're going to go to the cheap one. And it's upstairs. It's just got to be water, right? Oh. All right. There. All right. Bye. See you.
Right,
Just
back
a
to the
taste.
throne.
Hey, me too, except this time we're in the boys' bathroom.
Yeah, it's the men's restroom. Ain't that girls?
Yeah.
So this time we're here with the Neo 120 from Amazon. It's $38, I think. We got 2 knobs. One says rear and the other says nozzle. Yeah, so I see water pressure and nozzle clean. It's nozzle clean. mind. That was going to be a stupid question. Well, what were you going to ask? That's the same question I have. I was going to say, one, it says rear, so it's pointing my ass. It's the nozzle of my penis. And then I realized they probably mean the nozzle that sprays the water. That's probably what they mean, yeah. I'm upset because we don't have an NBC coordinator for the city. Yeah, we should have really hired an NBC coordinator. That was great. You know, I'm naked on camera and nobody's here to take care of me. Now we got 5 dots here, one of which is off. Do you just want to start cranking up the dots? Yeah, well, so right now I'm actually experimenting on my own. Okay. I'm exploring just like, you know, the great pioneers before me.